Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. We're about 10 miles due east of the U.S. Capitol Building at Northwest Stadium in Landover. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Chicago Bears and the Washington Commanders. Welcome, it's Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson and Matt Gay going to kick things off. Off we go from Landover. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Pass is caught, that's DJ Moore. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat. He does the rest.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one. And he's got his team a first down.
First down, Chicago.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
16-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll be taken down. But we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chicago.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Swift. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Swift.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs, now after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
Will line up at the 3-yard line again. They'll try to punch it in on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rome Odunze. Touchdown, Chicago. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it, and the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears 7, Commanders nothing.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Play action. Here's Daniels. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Quarterback's having a hard time establishing any sort of rhythm here early against this defense. He fails to connect on the 1st down pass. They give him another opportunity through the air on 2nd, and it gets even worse. If they can't protect the quarterback and they can't get him some easy completions, it just makes everything for this play caller that much more difficult.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniel. And good rally to the football to gain a 9, but it brings up 4th down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a 1st down with that catch.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On second down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. That's complete to Moore on the right side. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Chicago.
First down, Chicago.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Lugu on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Commanders' 38-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
A quick slant, hooked in by Moore. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
First down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Tavius Martin. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Throwing is Williams. That is caught by the tight end. Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run, and this is Jeremy McNichols. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 14
Give them 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First and 10.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Daniels now on 1st down. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Washington.
At the 35-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Washington Commanders.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So we are through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Bears off to the early lead. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 9 as we are ready to get back underway. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll try to run for it. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Washington. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Good blocking, and he's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7.
14. Commanders 7. Matt Gay to kick
So,
off
after
for
the touchdown,
Washington.
here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Bears offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Clement. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
Out to his right, taking off, he'll try to get there.
Williams on the scramble. Frankie Luvu on the stop. A gain of 7. 1st down, Bears.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the 1st down.
That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift.
Williams.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Swift. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
He was brought down
13 yards the gain, down to the 13-yard line.
First down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On second down, it's a run with Swift. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Frankie Luvu on the stop. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
To throw is Williams. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts first and 10.
I think the defender thought he had himself a pick here, Mike. He saw that curl coming the entire way, but unfortunately for him, it was a curl and go. They took him deep. Leads to a huge pickup.
Second and inches. Now this looks like a design run.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Right side, pulled in by Samuel.
Daniels pass. Complete to Deebo Samuel. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's second and 3. They'll throw with Daniels. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for a Commander's first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
So, from the 37, here's second and 6. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. He takes off. And Daniels will stride to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Good physical run. He'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with first and goal.
That's another Washington. First down and goal to go.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here. They leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up first and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Jatori Krosky-Merritt, touchdown Commanders.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Gay for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders are back to within a field goal. It's 17-14.
Commanders 14.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
It's a loss of a yard.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. Down the left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a huge play in a tight ball game. And even 30 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They try to throw again. Here's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second and 5. Williams to the air once more. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's into the end zone. What a response. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Chicago. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Santos for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bears go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Commanders 14.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Samuel, going to see what he can do. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately for the Commanders, one of their guys able to get back in there and retain possession. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. 3rd and a yard. It's Daniel. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
1st and 10. Here's Daniel. That's into the hand. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like the Bears got there, and they did. Chicago ball.
Mike, we hear that term run after after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Focus, boys. Focus.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of
A big one there to start the second half. 32 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Luke
10
McCaffrey,
at the
the
40-yard
intended
line.
receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
shotgun on third down. Daniels. Give him 11 on the scramble. They give them a new set of down.
It's a gain of 11. And a Commander's first down.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
It's first down, and they'll run. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Daniels to throw on second down. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of
Really
16
nice
yards.
job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Play action. Here's Daniels. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And goal.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
He's got it at the 3. And he'll take this down to the 2. But a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time. And he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
2 yards.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
All right, Mike, so think back to earlier in this game. The coach decides to be aggressive. He's successful on fourth down. He decides to do it again. This time, the defense has other ideas and comes up with a huge fourth down stop.
The Bears offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start first and 10. A throw downfield caught by Burton. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First down, Chicago.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. On the give, it's Swift. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
A gain of 12.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
A throw on the move is caught.
Complete to Durham Smythe. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Here's Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Luther Burton, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it's going to be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards.
They go with man coverage on the back end, and while everything's covered up nicely, there's nobody with eyes on the quarterback, so he ends up just using his legs, keeps the drive alive, and that heads-up play moves the chains on 3rd down.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the bootleg, here's Daniels. That'll be taken in by Krosky Merritt. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
On the play.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll motion over Samuel. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They'll try to run.
Krosky Merritt, the ball carrier. Turnover on downs.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll run. It's Swift. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Trey Amos there to make the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 9. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
Complete to number 15.
14 yards on that pass play there. First down, Chicago.
First down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
First down throw there is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys.
Williams hit, and he loses the football. And the defense comes up with a big turnover. Maybe this will turn this game around.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Commanders set to kick this one away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. Duvernay to return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
The Bears take over.
The Bears offense ready to take over once again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler It's second down.
At the 31.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
On the stop. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Rolling to the left. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 10. First down, Chicago.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs. And now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. A play fake. Now Williams. Back complete to Swift. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They get 22 yards there. First down, Chicago.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Williams going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. That is caught outright on the RPO. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Automatic first down.
They'll run with Swift. And this one blown up. Good start. Drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
One more time. They try Swift. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears.
They're going to try to run it in. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty.
Santos.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniel. And he's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
They'll throw with Daniel. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
17 yards.
Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so...
the ball's out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
As caught, that's Lane. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Washington.
At the 41-yard line.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Now Daniel throwing on 1st and 10.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
2nd and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. He'll step up and run this. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Commander's 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
There's a handoff out of the gun. Wow, how he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Daniel. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll take this one in. Jeremy McNichol. Touchdown, Washington. light down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit.
33, Commanders 21. Matt Gay to kick
So,
off for
after the
Washington.
touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Give up the middle with Swift. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Still on the tackle.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Bears first down.
First down, Chicago.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
They will run it over center with Swift. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That pass is caught by Burton. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
A gain of
14 on the pickup. First down, Chicago.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Bears first down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now Swift. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
25-yard line.
The RPO, that one is complete. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first
A
down.
gain of 3 on the play.
Now the Commanders will use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A run here with Swift. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Taken down behind the line.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll drop to throw. He takes off. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 20. And what a chance now. First and goal coming up.
3-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.